Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to jump in and get started with Botania. Hopefully you guys are ready. Alright guys, welcome back. We have a lot to get done today. We're going to dive into some Botania. The main reason I want to get into Botania is because we can't move into environmental tech really until we've gotten into Botania. And we don't need to get very far into Botania, but we do need to kind of get into Botania a little bit. And doing so, we need to look at Botania and get ourselves a Lexica Botania. I should be able to make myself a book, I hope. There we go. And make ourselves a Lexica Botania. Nice. Okay, so now that we have this guy, I didn't know if I actually had one on me before. No, I didn't. Alright, so we can get back into Botania. We're going to need to get ourselves some floral fertilizer. I tend to like to make this stuff. If I have the materials to do so. Like make this floral fertilizer, it really doesn't take too much to do so. Or we can actually just jump in and grab ourselves some of the Botania flowers that are out here. Also, I went ahead and upgraded my jetpack to the next tier, so I shouldn't have to worry about it too much. But yeah, I'm just going to grab some of these flowers. Shouldn't take too long. I need a little bit more than that, though. We can actually probably grab some of these yellow flowers while we're over here. Oh wait, you know what? I don't actually have to do this. I totally forgot. I have dye seeds. What am I doing? Totally forgot I had dye seeds. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn these anyways. That way I can show you that too. We're gonna need to make a mortar and pestle, which is this right here, which is a bowl. Pretty simple there. And we can actually convert all of these flowers into its corresponding petals, and then convert those into our corresponding floral powder. So, just like so. Bam. And then we can use this with bone meal to make our floral fertilizer here. As you can see, it uses any of this powder, it doesn't really matter. And we got 3 that way. But I want to go ahead and make yellow, which is this, and I'll make a stack of it. There we go. And I can go ahead and grab red and make a stack of that, or near to a stack. And now we can make this. Look at that. We can make tons of the floral fertilizer, and I think this will be plenty. Totally. We can actually look at the quest line here and complete that. We can actually get some more floral fertilizer. And now let's collect ourselves some flowers. So we should be able to place tons of this stuff down and get pretty much every flower that's in Botania. We should be able to, and hopefully we don't have anything missing by the time we get done with all this. Okay. Just gotta go through, collect them all. I think there's 16 different types. So as long as we have them all, we should be good. Alright. Perfect. And I'll be right back once I get all these collected. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make a flower pouch. That way I can see and make sure I have all the different types of flowers. This is a good way of checking that. You can just drop all of this in here that you have. And as you can see, I do have every type of flower. And they're all stored inside my flower bag. Perfect. I'm going to get some shears. We probably need a fresh pair of shears. So I'll go ahead and grab that. And some bone meal. There we go. 15 bone meal. We're going to need to make a bunch more of that stuff. Alright, so let me go ahead and grind all that down. And grab a few more bone meal. Just like that. Okay, so down here, we're going to kind of get started with a few things. We need to get ourselves a Petal Apothecary. So let's get a Petal Apothecary, if I can type right. Whoa. Oh, T doesn't work while you're in here. There it goes. Alright, so we'll make a Petal Apothecary. We should have everything for this. And bam. Do I have any vines? I think I have vines. I want to make one of these special ones. Since I'm always have a problem with vines, I think I'll grab some vine down here. There we go. And as you notice, it is raining. How lovely. I think you can put a vine on this, actually, while it's placed down, I think. Maybe not. Let's see, what is the different version of the Petal Apothecary? Okay, you can change the looks of them. Oh, maybe you can't do what I thought you could do. Used to be able to make it look kind of grassy looking. I guess you can't do that no more. Different version. Oh. There we go. Alright, so we have our Petal Apothecary. I'm going to want a bucket. 2 buckets, actually. And we'll get ourselves some water. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the rain. We actually be able to see my weather thing in action. So hit the button. Got to give it a second. It's going to draw enough power and stuff. And if we look up, it's going to shoot out of the roof. And it's going to stop this rain. This horrible rain. Sounds like there it went. How nice looking. And it should become not rainy. There we go. Alright. So let's go ahead and place this guy down here. It's gonna be down in the bottom area for now, because there's really not a good place. Actually, I could probably put it up here, but I don't want to do it right now. I'll place it down here in the grass so we can work with stuff a little bit easier for now. Okay, so I need to clear off a little area. Just like this. Get myself 2 buckets of water. Not like that. Oops. There we go. It's not letting me pull from there. There we go. Strange. Okay. And now we have our infinite water. Perfect. I would actually like to get some light. Actually, let me go ahead and sleep through the night, and I'll be back. Alright, so we have our Petal Apothecary set up. Now, we need to look in our Botania and get ourselves some basic things. I would like to make myself a pure daisy. That's always the first thing to do. Your simple white flowers. Now, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate some of these flowers. So let me go ahead and take the white petals. I'll do 2 for now. Turn these into 4. And we should be able to duplicate them. So let me go ahead and do that. So place them on the ground. Bam, bone mill them. Now you have double talls, and you can break them. Perfect. And now we've duplicated them. Now we have 16. And just repeat the process. Rinse and repeat. And try not to hit the grass and break all this dirt. Oh boy. There we go. And shear them. Nice. Alright, so now we have plenty of white petals. And since I broke the grass, I guess I got my seeds, which is perfect. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. And a seed. And bam, I get my first flower. And then I'm going to take my water. And it says right click with an empty hand to add the last recipe. Perfect. And then I just add my catalyst. How perfect is that? Now I have 2 pure daisies, and we're going to use that here in just a second. Let me go ahead and break all these, and get my petal back. Well, a pure daisy here, and a pure daisy here. Leaving room in the center for everything. Actually, let me go ahead and place you right here. There we go. Now, I need to get some stone. I probably need to get some stone cooking as well. Let's see, S-T-O-N-E. Sometimes if you type too fast, it doesn't recognize the T and goes into chat, but that's just a bug. Alright. And we need some logs. Perfect. Now we have all that stuff. Didn't I make a lumber axe? Thought I had one on me. Because we're going to want that. Alright, so let's go down here, take our regular stone, and we're going to get this all made up and try and get as much living wood and living rock as possible. Now I'm going to have to wait. I think it's about 90 seconds or so, and then we should be good. Alright, so just in time, it's all transforming here, and bam, we're good to go. So I'm going to take all the living rock, and then the living wood, which is actually nicely textured. And I'm going to go in here and check our quests again, because I know we have a bunch of quests that have been completed. Oh, we also got ourselves another pure daisy. Nice. And it looks like we're going towards, oh, the Elven Gateway Core. Okay. It's wanting us to push there. We're also got to get the Wand of the Forest and the Mystical Seeds. I don't think we'll have to worry about making those. Don't know. It does show we need to get them. Don't know how important they are, though. Okay. So yeah, pushing along. Alright, let's go ahead and try and get some mana generated by this point. I do need a crafting table down here. That's always handy to have. Let me go ahead and place that actually right in front of here. And we should be able to make ourselves living wood. Living wood wand, I think. If I have enough. So, we'll get ourselves 3 of these. And that'll allow me to have a wand. And I'll go with the one I always go with. Blue and orange. Of course. Okay. So I got my blue and orange. And now I can go ahead and make the wand. Just like that. So we have a wand of the forest now. And while I'm doing all that, I need to actually place some more of this down. Because I'm going to need more. Okay. Perfect. And let's go back in here and complete our quest. What do we get? A loot bag. Perfect. Alright, so while we're waiting on that all to work out, there is a few things that we could start already making. In here, I'm going to see what the mana spreaders actually look like. I'm pretty sure they should be okay. Let's look at a mana spreader. A plain old mana spreader, regular recipe. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I was wondering. If we had enough living wood to make our first mana spreader. And it looks like we do. We can make our first mana spreader. So, let's make that our first mana spreader, just like that. And we also need a mana pool. And we can get our first mana pool. Perfect. And these things are going to come in handy. There we go. And we already have some changes happening. Okay, so right here is going to be that. We can put our mana pool right in front of it. And take our wand of the forest and go into bind mode. Shift right click on this block and shift right click here to bind them together. As you can see the particle effects. They are connected now. Alright, let's get something that can actually generate a little bit of mana for us. And we're going to need some generating flora for that. Let me actually clear out my inventory here and get some stuff out of my inventory that I don't really need. I can actually use the pure daisy later on. I think that's looking good. Okay, so in our book, we have different types of generating flora. We look right here. We have endoflames, the intrapinium, a bunch of different stuff. The munch and dew, I wonder if that would be a good one to do. This one eats plants, I think. Per tree eaten. Okay, so it eats trees. It eats leaves. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that one. There was one I thought that ate food. Trying to figure out which one that is. I thought it was this one. It says mana should be a pretty good process when living materials. Eats leaves near the flower will get munched up and okay, converted to mana. Okay. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. I guess we're gonna go for this plain old endoflames. I always use the endoflames. So we need red, light gray, and 2 brown. So that's something that we need to keep in mind. And also get some seeds. Because we're going to need those as well. Okay, perfect. So let's start duplicating some of those seeds. So we're going to need those light gray, right? Light gray. And I'll go ahead and take as many of those as I can. Leave one in here. Because I have to have one just in case. I need the brown. I'll take all but one. And the red. all but one. And it looks like red we're going to need more of, and light gray we're going to need more of, and some brown. Perfect. So we do have quite a few already, but we're going to need to duplicate at least a few of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll just try and duplicate as many as I can and hope I have enough bone meal to duplicate them all. There we go. And if not, I have more processing. But I think this is going to get us quite a bit. Take our shears now. And I'm going to just gather as much as I can. And this should give us quite a bit. Now that we have all this. There we go. That's looking a lot better. Okay. So we need to remember the recipe here. And make sure we have an empty hand and a water bucket. And our seeds. There we go. Okay. So water bucket. Place that in there. It is 2 brown, 1 red, and 1 like that. With a seed. And bam. We get our endo flames. Now, I don't want the endo flames. Actually, I put the endo flames over here. And then we'll just rinse and repeat. How easy is that? And so that's 4 endo flames already. And I think we can put 6 on this guy. I think he can handle 6. Let me try a couple more. There we go. And 2 more. And this will start generating quite a bit of mana once we feed it some coal blocks. So let's take some coal blocks. And I'll give it some coal. Perfect. And let all that get consumed. It's going to make a lovely noise. And start generating mana. Perfect. And we really skipped some of the easy steps, but I honestly think these are really good. These don't decay on you like the other ones do. And we just wait. Now it's a waiting game until we have some mana. We really need just a little bit of mana. But my main goal was to be able to get some runes. If we look at environmental tech, to get the solar panel tier 1, we need runes of air to be able to do this. Which runes of air is not going to be hard to get, because all you need is mana steel and mana powder, and the rest of it is really easy stuff to get. Same with the structure blocks. They are super simple. And each tier is going to require these things. And I don't know if this recipe actually consumes the runes. I think it does. And then this is just stabilized ender pearls. But the main solar panel gives you 640 RF a tick, I do believe, right off the bat. And this one's easy to obtain. Even the tier 2, I think, would be easy to obtain at this point. And this guy gives you a lot more. And the reason I'm wanting that is so that way we can power a few other machines. And I'm still going pretty slow in this pack, so don't think I'm not, but I really am. I'm really going pretty slow. I'm planning on making some more mana spreaders. And that's exactly what we're going to need to do. Make some more mana spreaders with some more of the endo flames, so we should be good to go. Alright, so I need a runic altar to be able to move forward. So let's go ahead and do that. I should have enough mana by now. It is producing quite fast now. Bam, toss a mana diamond in there. That will use a little bit of mana, but not too much. But we're going to need this to make our runic altar. Also, we're going to need to make another mana spreader. So I'll go ahead and make the mana spreader. Bam. And we can go ahead and get the runic altar. Perfect. Runic altar and a mana spreader. Now, This will take a little bit longer, only having one mana spreader, but that's okay. It's okay. Place your mana spreader up against your mana pool that you're going to use, and we can set it right here, the Runic altar, and keep everything kind of confined. Don't have to make it too big. And then we can go ahead and link this with our wand, and make sure it's hooked up, and now this altar is pretty much ready to go. We do need to check out some recipes and make sure that our Runic altar, and see how much actual mana some of these runes will actually take. Okay, so we have plenty to be able to make this. So let's go ahead and get some iron and get some redstone. So we need iron, 3 iron, and 3 redstone. And then we're also going to need a feather, 3 feathers, 3 string, and 3 carpet. Just like that. Perfect. And we're also going to need the living rock, so make sure you have that on you as well. So let's go ahead and convert this over. So to throw our redstone in here, and throw our iron in there. And we should have enough stored in here to get us going. Oh yeah, we got plenty. Plenty. These guys are still going. I've been feeding them coal blocks, so definitely stays in there. So we'll put 1 in there, 1 carpet. Let's kind of get all of our stuff in a row down here. And then we also need living rock and our wand. So we already have the carpet, we need the string, we need the iron, and then we need that. And as you can see, it already gets started, and it doesn't really require that much mana. So this is a rather quick process that doesn't really require too much. Now once it's done, bam, you can go ahead and just click your rock on there and then hit it with your wand, and you'll get your runes. As you can see, that is super easy. So we can just throw all this on here and do it over again. And it looks like these are running out, so I'll just throw my coal down here and make sure that it's fed. Looks like they're still running fairly well. Everything's running really good. When you see these lightning bolts, that's when you know that your crafting recipe is definitely done. So let me nab that off. Awesome screenshot there. And then we can throw our rock on here and click it, and we're good to go. So, I mean, making this is not too hard. There we go. Get everything back on here and make our last set. And this is really all you need to be able to get that solar panel up and running. So making that thing is not going to be too hard. But getting through Botania is something that we're going to do in this episode, like I said. And this is really all you need. All the other things in environmental tech do require runes, but they're different runes. Let's take a look at environmental tech. So every tier 1, I think, requires some kind of different thing. This one, the laser core, requires runes of fire for the laser core. The nano beacon, the tier 1 nano beacon, requires dragon's breath and regular beacons. Modifier cores are nothing fancy. Clear glass is enriched. Okay, that's all that stuff. The void ore miner, it's just the laser core that requires Botania. So just keep that in mind, that you are going to need to at least dabble into this far in Botania to be able to get some pretty decent power. So this will be a little bit shorter of an episode, so I know it's just simple Botania stuff, and doesn't really take much to get into Botania. It took me maybe 10 minutes to set this up, so it really did not take that long. It would have taken a lot. I would have been able to do it a lot faster had I not been recording. So getting this all set up doesn't take very long at all. But if you guys appreciated this episode and learned a little bit, please remember to click that subscribe button down below, and also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and as always, thanks for watching.